Good afternoon, participants. As we all know that NEP has proposed major changes in the curriculum across all grades. Early childhood education is due for an important overhaul. Though many of the changes suggested and approaches mentioned look familiar to many schools and teachers, but it is not as simple as it looks. NEP is looking for serious changes in the integration of subjects, experiential learning, flexible learning, etc. Let us first have a look to understand these changes. Before we proceed, let me take you through these popular cartoons which tell us about our education system, where we can see that nothing seems to be working as the child is not happy and looks overloaded. Child is unhappy because assessments are not fair, and later on the youth is not at all employment ready. Who wants such an education system? The curriculum needed overhaul, and that is what is done by NEP 2020. Let us learn about it. As we see, children in the age group of 3 to 6 are not covered in the 10+2 structure, as class 1 begins at age 6. In the new 5+3+4 structure, a strong base of early childhood care and education (ECCE) from age 3 is also included, which is aimed at promoting better overall learning, development and well-being. Perhaps the most significant change envisioned by the National Education Policy 2020 is at the very beginning of a child's educational journey. The first step of learning ladder. The critical importance of good quality early childhood care and education has been understood by experts for a long time. But by bringing ECCE to the center of the education stage and by clearly stating that ECCE is the greatest and the most powerful equalizer, NEP 2020 has given the highest priority to building strong foundations early in a child's life. The overall aim of ECCE will be to focus on developing social capacities, sensitivity, good behavior, courtesy, ethics, personal and public cleanliness, teamwork, and cooperation. This will be done by following flexible and multifaceted, multi-level, play-based, activity-based, and enquiry-based learning comprising of alphabets, language, numbers, counting, colors, shapes, indoor and outdoor play, puzzles and logical thinking, problem solving, drawing, painting and other visual arts, craft, drama and puppetry, music and movement. The foundational literacy and numeracy is a concern area for Indian education system, and the seriousness of it is emphasized in the policy. In the policy, there is a stress given to teacher training and professional development, especially in the area of early childhood education. It is aimed that the curriculum of ECCE will be made based on the best national and international practices, poetry, games, stories, songs belonging to the rich and varied culture of India will be used while making the ECCE curriculum. It is very important that to meet the goals of foundational stage, the quality of teacher training is also overhauled. Anganwadi workers, teachers and with qualification of 10+2 and above shall be given a 6-month certificate program in ECCE. Those with lower educational qualifications shall be given a 1-year diploma program covering early literacy, numeracy and other relevant aspects of ECCE. These programs may be run through digital distance mode using DTH channels as well as smartphones, allowing teachers to acquire ECC qualification with minimal disruption to their current work. The responsibility for ECC curriculum and pedagogy will lie with MHRD. The overall aim of early childhood care and education will be to attain optimal outcomes in the domains of physical and motor development, cognitive development, socio-emotional ethical development, cultural artistic development, and development of language. Change in academic structure. Foundational stage from KG to grade 2. For educators and parents and school promoters, there are certain guidelines. For educators, foundational stage can be divided in two parts, that is 3 years of preschool plus 2 years in primary school in grades 1 and 2, and both together covering ages 3 and 8. For parents, the new structure giving prime importance to foundational education will ensure children develop good foundational literacy and numeracy skills and are fully prepared for primary schools. Foundational stage KG grades and KG to grade 2. For educators, learning is to be play-based for preparatory class, focusing on developing cognitive, affective and psychomotor abilities and early literacy and numeracy. For parents, midday meals will be provided, regular health checkups will be given to the students. And for students, children will be school ready. Although most private schools have well-equipped early childhood units, however, they are marred by curriculum overload due to extremely high parental expectations which schools are unable to resist for the fear of losing students. The children suffer mentally and physically when schools follow conventional pedagogy and make them read and write beyond their natural capacity. However, with NEP 2020 prescribing the playway approach, the private schools would be in a better position to rationalize the curriculum and introduce age-appropriate pedagogy to remove the pressure, stress, and anxiety on the early learners. In my following videos, I will be talking about the learning, teaching and learning practices of ECCE.